by this stuff in the first edition material and the newer stuff.
Yeesh. That definitely sounds complicated.
Though everyone agrees Starfinder is great.
Is that true, Cody?
I can't think of anyone who hates Starfinder. It's fine.
I wasn't crazy about it. But that was more of a setting problem.
I like the setting. Some of the races are actually kind of cool. Granted, they are the ones put into the bestiary. Like, some of them probably have to be banned, like the race which gives you a +6 bonus to strength, and a fly speed of 70 feet.
That's pretty strong.
And a fire breath which does 96 damage.
There's got to be a serious level adjustment on that, though.
No, this is your level 1 features.
Okay, that's broken.
Yeah, that is the half dragon.
Jeez.
That is a race, but some of them are actually pretty balanced. Like,
You're giving up on DM Richard? That's a mistake, man.
I want to keep going on the Starjammer.
The way we're going, you're going to have to move over here, man.
The one of them is pretty balanced. It's called, like, I can't remember what they're called. They're basically like lizard folk, similar to kobolds.
Okay.
They have a feature where they gain a +4 when trying to escape from tied up limbs due to the fact that they can shed skin almost at will. Very disgusting and not very accurate for real world lizards, but they are a sci-fi race.
Yeah.
And they have the ability to shoot blood from their eyes, which doesn't do any damage, but it does mental damage.
Okay, that tracks.
By the mental damage, I mean it basically just causes them to have disadvantage. So that seems pretty balanced. And then it has standard racial of +2 dexterity, +2 intelligence, -2 charisma, which that's balanced.
Yeah, that seems fine.
And that's what almost every other race has. So that's not too overpowered, considering there's a race which gives you an extra pair of arms, which have the exact same functions as a regular pair of arms. So you can actually hold a rifle in one hand and a two-handed weapon in the other set of arms.
I was just wondering, do the shield bonuses stack? I hold 4 shields.
Starfinder shields don't really exist.
Oh.
There are types of shields you can buy. You can buy like energy shields, but those things cost like 1,000 credits. And guess how many credits to start out with?
Not that many.
1,000.
Oh, okay.
So you can but the cheapest one's 1,000.
Oh. But that's your whole...
Yeah, your starting gear is something that you could probably get for like 400 credits for a good set of armor, which is better than the shield.
What, do you have a faith? Do you have a religion? Do you have a deity?
Personally, or
in your does your character?
No, my character is actually very specifically unreligious.
Unreligious.
I mean, I'm a robot.
Yes, a bard, and a robot.
So why would I?
I'm just curious because you're going temple shopping.
Yeah, no, this is purely an exchange for me.
Yeah, I wanted to know if you were looking for a specific temple or if any temple would do.
No, any temple would do.
Because as you know, Lathander is the official temple of all great cities, including the Rock of Bral.
Oh, I thought it was Scientology.
Isn't Lathander Scientology? It's pretty much the same thing without the volcanoes, I think. And you're going to get our video taken down, Richard, if you keep talking like that.
Whatever. Tom Cruise can come here and fight me himself. All 5'8"
He will
of them.
kick your ass. He will kick your ass.
Dude is 5'8" and like 60 years old, alright?
My wife says he's literally saved like 4 people from dying. Like, jumped into flaming cars and rescued people on more than one occasion.
Well, I'm not on fire and I'm not a car, so...
Richard, I'm going to take Tom Cruise. If we're betting on this.
Oh, can I give you
Unless do you have any, like, Krav Maga in your background?
Crit chance?
See, I have nothing to lose by beating up Tom Cruise. He has a PR disaster as Tom Cruise goes to the comic shop and gets into a fist fight with a random guy. That's all lost for him.
You've got an Inquirer headline no matter what happens.
Yeah, but either way, I'll end up looking either good as the victim or the winner.
Yeah.
It's either the guy that got beat up by Tom Cruise and got money, or the guy you beat the crap out of Tom Cruise, and then you're the guy you beat up Tom Cruise.
You're a Reddit meme for generations.
After that,
That's gone on my
So you were
resume
gonna say
too.
for a minute. You're gonna find your weapons.
This spot Tom
game
Cruise.
size
So I was
average
one of the
numbers,
first
okay?
times I was ever hired.
You're gonna add them all
Ever.
up.
Yeah.
I'm going through resumes.
Then you're gonna add it by that
Someone
number
included their high
times
school, their little league
0.05,
batting
okay?
average.
That's for crit chances.
I hired them immediately.
Was that a good batting
And
average?
this, I don't even know what. I mean,
weapons
1,000
damage
is good,
dice
right?
plus
Yeah,
weapons
I think it was like
damage dice.
320-ish, but I'm
Pretty
guessing.
good, yeah.
Dice.
In Little League, I think that's terrible.
Plus
I think
weapons.
Oh yeah,
damage
literally.
dice.
Little League, I think people are batting over 500 regularly.
Was it
Zero
team ball?
five.
How do you get a 320?
But I
itself.
Yes,
Ever
that's
since
why.
then, I've had
the weapons damage
ridiculous-
dice.
like I'll do something.
0.05, your
I once
chance
was
to
hiring
crit,
library
okay?
staff.
Yeah.
So this is
You had to
ideally adding
be
your
majoring
crit damage,
in
okay?
drama or have been
Then
in
you're
a
gonna
play
add your extra bonuses
for me to
like
even consider
dexterity.
you.
Okay, so that's.
Man, that
Plus
explains a lot about when I was
dexterity.
first looking
Well,
for a job.
I'm-
It's like this is random guys like,
Like
Is this kid this
dexterity,
far bear?
strength, whatever you think. Just plus
I once
static
asked a guy
modifiers,
during
okay?
a resume, how would you design
Plus,
traffic lights
oh,
if
and then
everyone
after
was
you add that
blind?
all up,
oh, all
The next
green all the time. Good luck.
The guy got so
In
angry with me,
decimal
he
form.
stormed out
and
of
that's
the
your
interview.
average. And that's your average.
Yeah.
Wow.
He wasn't a good. I mean, I asked him this question because he was a horrible candidate, but
Percentage to hit.
I remember
do that
that,
as a
and I felt
decimal,
bad.
like
That actually made me feel
65%.
bad because I wasn't backing down. Like I
What
was
are the
real
blind people
serious.
doing driving cars? I
Right.
feel like is the answer to that question. Who gave them cars?
But I wasn't backing down. Like I was like, that's not the requirement. You need to answer the
Clearly,
requirement.
answer.
16 charisma.
I am
Put an
back.
ass size in
Yes! And you have a book this time, or have you always had a book?
I've always had them.
What book do you have?
The Monsters Manual.
And what's that other? You brought the Monster Manual. You're my kind
Probably
of
not gonna
D&D
help
player,
with
man.
this,
You travel with the Monster Manual, and what's in the box?
The box.
Do you know what I'm
It's a deck of
quoting?
many
So,
things.
16 charisma.
See, good to see you, man. Have you started listening to Cerebrocast yet?
I'm sorry.
Agonizing
Cerebrocast?
Invocation.
No.
The podcast. Okay.
Okay.
So evidently, there's a Modrock TV show,
And that's
a
what you should
cartoon.
do for a regular.
Right.
which is-
Patton Oswalt is Modoc,
Modoc.
right?
Mm-hmm.
The guy who created it
Yeah.
evidently did some tie-ins and is a huge X-Men fan. The writer of that show has a picture of himself in his bedroom when he's in like 9th grade. He's wearing a Beast baseball cap. He's got a Rowdy Piper
You know,
hoodie on,
Uh-huh.
and the walls are covered in X-Men posters.
That's awesome.
So he's on an episode. I think I'm a few episodes back. He's on an episode. It's a 3-hour episode on the character Skids.
What? Is that much information?
It's just two guys making incredibly inappropriate X-Men jokes
Oh,
for
okay.
a long time. I mean, you have to hear this. It's unbelievable.
Alright.
Because I'm not even, that's not really my period of X-Men. At all.
Okay.
I don't know Skids at all.
Yeah.
Did-
Like they have,
Sort of
but they have like a 30-minute discourse on whether or not she's trying to dress like Madonna or Cyndi Lauper,
Got it.
and they get into it. They decide Madonna because of the beret.
Oh my gosh.
That's the deciding factor.
Yeah, I can see that. Also, the way the colors work. Okay.
You may
Anyway.
take everything. You may take
It's going to be your
anything,
favorite
but you may
podcast
take
of all
one-
time.
one of whatever you
I mean,
want.
I learn so much about the
Take one
X-Men every
mini,
time I listen
anything
to
but
this
the
stuff.
frogman.
Hopefully, it's good stuff.
Well, actually,
He
you get-
measures characters in their Zaladanes. So Zaladane is
I know who
Lord of
Zaladane.
Dane. Yeah, I didn't know who Zaladane was, and I'm a huge X-Men fan, right? But so a Zaladane is you've appeared
You
in
can take
12
that guy.
issues of the X-Men.
I'm not keeping
So
it,
Skids is almost
If
7
you
Zaladanes.
want to keep it, you can keep it.
right? No,
It's interesting.
Is that metric
So when he's saying X-Men, he's talking about
12 units.
He's talking
It's
about
12
just truly the X-Men titles because Zaladane was an X Factor. Sorry, not Zaladane. Skid was actually more of a major player in the X Factor series.
Right, she's in like 30 episodes in a row, and
Yeah.
then she and is it Rust or what's the hell's that guy's name?
Yeah, Rusty.
Rusty.
Yeah.
She and Rusty go off, and then she's in like 1 or 2 episodes until recently.
Yeah.
That should not bug me.
Rusty. That was a terrible. They spent a lot of time bad mouthing him as well, and I remember him as being a truly noxious character. He's just rogue.
Okay, there's another time.
We'll have time next
I'll
time.
have to flashback on it. Take
Okay,
care.
so guys, tonight's gonna potentially be a very roleplay heavy session. So my plan initially was to do
You're a bard roleplay?
One week each week to get us to 12 weeks. That was my plan. However, unfortunately, you guys have gone Fantasy Costco on me here at the Rock of Bral. So we're going to spend a few weeks playing on the Rock of Bral until we get back in the ships and get back spell jamming.
Can I get a little bit of like explanation of what happened? Because the first week I was gone, I was at a camp.
Would you like to tell us what the camp was about?
It was just a kind of like survival camp.
Did you survive?
Yes.
Did you have to like build a bridge for $1 million?
No.
Did you have to like kill bears with your bear? Well, what kind of survival do you, I mean?
Well, we were in cabins, but like it was more like it was a school camp. It was like a sleep camp.
Did you love it?
I loved it. Yeah.
It was great. Okay,
it was
camp was
Pine
great.
Valley,
And did we get a note from your camp counselor that you were going to be missing Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, I was sad, but
No. I need a note from your counselor.
And then the last week, I completely forgot about it. And then at 6:30, I was like, "Oh shoot, I forgot." And then my dad wouldn't take me. So.
What was your play with your dad? How did you ask your father to take you to Dungeons and Dragons?
Father, may I please go to Dungeons and Dragons?
Okay, who believes that?
Not aggressive enough.
I don't believe that for a second. That's not the way you think.
Okay.
You gotta,
Dad! I missed it. And he was like, too lazy. And
too lazy?
Yeah, he was too tired.
You're calling your dad lazy.
So he literally said that.
As a dad, you're not going to win many points here, my friend. How are you guys?
No, my dad literally said
Sorry, we're
You're never late to Dungeons and Dragons, particularly tonight.
Where's Brian at?
He's late.
You didn't finish your sentence, buddy.
I thought you just said
A Cal hat. Did you go to Cal?
That's
Nice. What year?
Wow,
there's what I'm missing.
My brother went to undergrad and grad at Cal.
22
Soil tectonic engineering.
Out of what was it?
Soil.
46?
Soil
64.
tectonic. So when buildings sink, why?
No, that's always what it's been.
His advisor was the one that stamp was on the
I'm
bridge
missing
that collapsed.
22 out of 64. So start with 64. The numbers have only been dropped.
But I love Cal.
Assuming nobody cops
Okay,
at the graveyard.
can I get an explanation of
Probably,
where...
I think our
At least I have Darts so I can get
our
in
table
very fast.
scribe
Only
is
20
here.
hours.
Cody, can you scoot over a little bit so everyone gets to
What
see?
happened? Sure.
What's been going on at the Rock of Bral?
Who's gonna wait? So
Rebuilding the
you're
horde.
here, Richard. You were here last
Dave
week.
has been,
Cody, you're here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Kai, you're here. You're ready to go.
I thought you asked me what was going on.
He needs a full explanation of what's been going on.
Okay, so those two went to a dwarven barn, got drunk.
Well, no. So you were on the Nautilus, right? So the abandoned mind flayer ship that was covered with weird creatures.
Yeah.
You defeated everything there. Then a spider ship, another spelljammer shaped like a spider, attacked. It may have been using the Nautilus as bait to lure you in so that it could attack.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the web, you were trapped in their web. They swung in with 2 Umber Hulks flying through space. Richard jumped off the boat and engaged the Umber Hulks in a space battle.
Yep.
In a space battle.
fisticuffs.
Yeah. He once again ran immediately to a ballista and started firing. That's kind of his move these days. The Bard was healing. There was a lot of healing going on. We actually dropped a couple characters. The Umber Hulks were pretty... The zombies got some action in there.
Died?
No, it gets
Very
KO'd.
Oh.
Brian got crit every single round.
Yeah, that's true.
There were
Brian
a
got
lot
beat.
of critical hits last week. It was a good week for dice rolling. And then...
The only reason he knows dice aren't loaded
Oh,
is
and
because
then-
he
and then
didn't roll fumbles with them in
two-
the past.
2
Nice.
Royal Rock of Bral command ships flew in
I saw-
and chased
I
the
just
spider
did that
vessel
on
away,
screen.
which was attacking your ship.
He wasn't
Your
lying.
ship then spell jammed the rest of the way over to the Rock of Bral, where you docked.
Yeah.
The captain told you that you would find a GIF?
And they don't know how to pronounce it themselves.
Who would help you figure out what's going on with your planet and how to prevent it from being destroyed by golden vines.
Wait, I
We're
meant
still
to
trying to get slime.
What's that?
Are we,
you know
still
the
trying to
joke.
get oozes?
No, I just hear what you said.
You guys are a collection of oozeologists.
They're called.
Okay.
Well, actually, Richard has
Are we
dubbed
always
you
gonna
war
be
criminals.
So they're
So it's
space
your
nippos
your
who like
focus is
guns,
more on
okay?
Yeah.
oozes
don't know
that
who their gods
cause
are, and they wanna
death,
know.
dismemberment, and
they'll have
despair.
civil wars.
They're a lot more
the
like
name.
military grade ooze warriors. Is kind of the direction the party
That's
seems to be
Brandon.
going in. Yes,
Earth
Kai.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty much the best things in there.
What happened to all of those like commanders and my horse?
Okay, all the commoners were killed in combat. You still have your horse.
But I thought only the horses died.
All of the horses died,
Yeah.
except for Kai's horse.
Yeah.
And
One horse.
and the donkeys. They were not just horses. There were horses and donkeys,
This is
all
good
dead.
information. Okay.
Most of them killed when
Happy.
someone, Chad the dad, I think, had him run up on the deck,
Yeah.
and the thugs that were stealing contraband on your ship slaughtered most of them. Those guys got killed by horses and
Zombies.
Astral Elves and Hadozi that jumped on the ship.
Wait, didn't two of them try to attack zombies to get eaten?
I think the zombies got involved
Yeah.
in some level too.
Yeah.
Cody, what's the zombie count?
Swarming them.
42.
Okay, so you guys arrive at the Rock of Bral.
Injured?
That is the map in front of you. That is the map of the Rock of Bral.
Like there were a bunch of them. We had like 2 to 4.
You were told that the contact you were looking for was at the Happy Beholder.
Yes.
You guys immediately went the other direction. Half of you going into the Dwarven district to get drunk. I think Richard was leading that crew.
Yep.
Kai, are you? I think you're on that team, the
Yeah.
Dwarven Drunken team. You were heading to the Mage's Tower, the Mage's Guild Hall, to try to get mage stuff.
Yep. Magic
You were heading to the Temple District to try to buy a staff of curing or something.
Yeah.
Healing.
And you were not here, and Cody is going to the graveyard to steal bodies to make more zombies.
Yeah.
Only slightly upset that Brian's gold
What?
isn't here to help me.
I'm optimizing.
Okay.
I entered the optimal playstyle for
Wait.
warlocks. No, that isn't a joke. What's better than 64 undead?
Crime. The secret is crime. He's committing a crime. He's gonna get his own other band of adventures, and he's gonna play his own campaign where he's the villain, and we're gonna have to go not deal with it. I'm not getting paid for that.
I thought we were just gonna.
I have a question.
I thought we were gonna
I
get
wanna
attacked
say it
by
in
another
5
adventuring party. Like, oh, there's a necromancer who showed up.
Yeah, the entire city guard.
Wait, hold on.
He turned the graveyard into a raveyard.
Do you want to send a secret note?
Yeah, maybe you should wait at for nightfall or something.
That's even more suspicious. What's that guy doing in the graveyard at night?
Is Brian, we don't know if Brian's coming or not coming?
Nah, I haven't
He
checked
said
We're
out
literally in
Discord.
space. There is no day or night.
Wait, so I've got John Pitt the Piper,
Yeah.
a bard, they're not called gizmos, they're called Auto Gnome.
I feel like there's some low-hanging fruit that no one got reached for.
I've got Vorlor,
Yes.
Human Rogue,
Yep.
Dylan,
Yep.
Sinjin Ironhide, Artificer Wizard,
Yep.
Richard U235,
Yep.
Cody Mr. Tucker.
Yes.
Where's your card? What's your character's name?
Euchris. Euchris. I can never say it right, you know myself. I'm just gonna.
Here you go.
Euchris.
Your
Your
Chris.
Chris.
Got it.
Urcus.
Urcus.
Okay, so Urker, you want to have a private conversation.
Yeah.
An important Dungeons and Dragon related conversation? Alright, tell me. No, you can't kill him! Jesus, this kid's insane.
Wait.
No, let him speak.
I think I know what he's gonna.
What does he want to kill?
I think I know.
Capitalism. Live the dream, kid.
Wait, but isn't communism worse?
Not with that attitude, comrade.
Wait.
No, if we don't have a resource.
What if we took over this rock?
Anarchy's perfectly acceptable.
We have the numbers.
What's your alignment?
Chaotic good.
Chaotic good is close to anarchy. I guess you could be a structural anarchist or something. I know there's different kinds of
I think
pseudo-anarchist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His heart's in the right place.
Yeah, but
If somehow-
if you would like to roleplay as an anarchist, I encourage you to hang out as close to Richard as
How
possible.
about
Because he loves that kind of stuff.
how about
I did my time.
I try to be an anarchist.
Yes.
It never works out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you end up helping law enforcement.
Oh god, he's a libertarian.
Richard, your plan is simply to get drunk in a bar.
And nurse the wounds that I have, yes.
Okay.
And then take a long rest and go to the other place and look for the guy we're supposed to.
That's also where you think that there might be a hotel.
Yeah.
So hotel also at the Happy Beholder. You guys don't have a place to sleep yet.
Yeah.
But you guys are you have rested. There's been a
We
long
have not
Let's leave
rested.
our
There's been a
past.
short rest. You
Yeah.
still have a long rest.
That's why we
Let's
left off.
sleep.
I came here to sleep and
Okay.
heal.
You enter the Dwarven Bar, which is surprisingly not that full of dwarves. There are 3
Okay.
dwarves behind the bar, but the majority of the bar is made up of people of other races. In
Okay.
fact, it might be kind of a themed tourist bar, if you will.
Ah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who did you? So you could
Everyone's
choose to
put
be
your
with
minis where
anybody.
you want your
Is
minis.
everyone by the? No, you're with Richard.
Wait, I want to see the map.
You're by yourself. You're by yourself. You're by yourself. Where would you like to be,
Is there a swimming pool?
Rex? There is a giant lake,
The man
which is
wolf.
odd because there's not a lot of lakes in space. You might want to go investigate that.
I have.
Yeah, I noticed there's one called Xenotermination. I think that's just
The
genocide.
Xenoterminators.
Oh,
I think
also
there's-
bad.
I think isn't it Xenoterminators?
That says Xenotermination LTD.
Yeah, that's the
They
German.
raw
So
hunt.
what they do is they go track down and kill extraterrestrial creatures.
Isn't that everyone in the city?
No. So
They're under 9 feet tall, right?
history of the Rock of Bral is floating spaceport, but mostly a pirate place.
Yeah.
Slowly started to a mall until a guy named Captain Brawl organized the place.
Okay.
So Captain
Judge,
Brawl,
do I
and
have
this is
permission
about
to
150 years ago,
In a minute.
incorporated the city. So under him, things were prosperous.
Okay.
A lot of construction projects. They installed the lake. They built the 3 districts, right? So you basically got the low city, the middle city, and the high city. This was established under him. He also it created kind of a parliamentary system, which upon his death completely fell apart, and basically pirate gang guilds took over the city. His son, whose name was Frun, I think there's a Frun
Yeah, the
Stadium.
arena of Frun.
Right.
Not to be confused with the arena of fun.
He was a huge hedonist who basically drove Brawl into total economic catastrophe. It was a dark time for Brawl. But it became a haven for refugees. So a lot of the areas then became like all the Griff live here, all the dwarves live here. The docks are strangely largely populated with halflings and hobbits who all came from some astral sea catastrophe and sought refuge here and then kind of made it their own, right? He then, so Frun ruled for about 20 years, passed away in some kind of hedonistic, problematic place. His son took over and died within 6 days of taking over. His body was found floating in the lake.
Party hard.
And his next son, his younger son, took control of the city. His next son is seen as a very strict and kind of no-nonsense leader. There's no actual, like, police force on Brawl. It's still very kind of anarchist-oriented.
Okay.
Though there is a military, he does have Imperial Guards. They basically run the Undercity. So the Undercity is basically a military garrison where prisoners, basically slaves who have been convicted of various crimes, are doing a lot of farming. And that's basically they grow all the stuff that keeps everyone on the top side fed. But there's no one down there. It's only for military personnel.
Okay, what is the Juggler's Folk Guild House?
There is a collection of thespians and street performers led by a very charismatic, I think elf, maybe half elf. Hold on just a second.
Okay, cool.
I forgot.
But they have, and they do daily plays and pageantries, so you can go and see a great show over there.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure there weren't juggalos. We're good.
The Juggler is the name of the.
Spoke too soon. Woot woot.
The juggler.
And she is what is kind of referred to as an underbaron. So technically there is still an aristocracy that lives in the upper city that is nominally in charge of ruling Brawl. They actually have very little power, and there's a set of about 4 to 6 underbarons at any given time that basically rule the regions or the various parts of the cities.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Enough history?
So, I have a hunch that
Punch a
there's
juggalo.
some bounty hunters in this place.
There are bounty
ICP.
hunters. There's,
I want to try and get a job.
Okay.
Sure, you can bounty hunt the necromancer.
Yeah,
So the
I do that every day, but not him. I don't think I could win. Actually, I don't think I could
I
beat
fear
your
no
character.
man but him.
But that thing.
It scares me.
Alright,
I'm
cool.
actually kind of scared about rogues. Like,
Well, that's fine. I'm
I mean,
assuming
if you ambush me, you could one.
I'm assuming I'm in the Dwarven district. I found that the
Like,
Dwarven
sneak
ale
attack,
place, so
you hit me both times. I'm at half health. You then hit me again.
I'm hanging out there.
So you know
Yeah, I
that
might need to
the
start sleeping in the
Zeno
corner.
Termination Limited
Yes.
is large. There are a couple different kinds of, depending on what you want to do, right? There are kind of mercenary guard type folks who work ships and protect cargo and crew. But if you want like bounty hunters, it's probably the Zeno Terminator Limited company, which does a lot of extraction, does a lot of slaughtering, that kinds of stuff.
Dang it, I'll throw it in the car.
Okay, cool.
Ryan, where you go? This is when Dave walks through.
I know, right?
You can't walk through when Dave walks through. It's confusing to us.
I want to leave so bad.
Is he leaving?
Soon.
It's dark early, man. It makes everyone want to leave. So, first of all, Rex, who would you like to do? Do you want to go solo to the Zeno Terminators, or do you want to hang out with other members of the party?
I want to see a play.
Okay, you want to head over to the Jugglers. Do you want to head to the Dwarven Bar with them first, and then maybe hit a play later? Or do you want to head over solo?
I think I'd go with them.
Okay, so you're with Kai and Richard in the Dwarven Bar. In the Dwarven Bar.
How much money do I have?
Look at your character sheet.
Wait, actually, I might need to change this. I might have too much.
You start with 625 gold pieces plus starting equipment plus one more common magic item.
Oh, yeah.
You probably don't have too much.
Where's the pencil?
Since I anticipate your adventure is going to go uniquely poorly, John, why don't we start with you?
Oh, great.
Oh, no,
I was supposed to have a paladin backing me up.
You can have an anarchist monkey man.
The paladin would have played better.
It's the same thing.
You head into the Temple District.
Yeah.
It's actually fantastically well maintained.
Okay.
So beautiful lawns, topiaries, several churches. You head into the first church.
625.
It looks mostly like they spend a lot of time doing like, remove poison, do basic medicine work, stuff like that. They do weekly religious services.
Extra, along with starting equipment.
Well,
Plus,
I guess.
Yeah, gold pieces.
Yeah, so that's usually this much gold pieces.
So they're
Or
selling
2.55
medical
pieces, you know,
services. Though.
fancy.
Pretty much.
I guess that'd be where I would start. So
Yeah.
I need something for an adventuring party.
Ah, yes! Yes, we can offer you blessings for a mere 50 gold.
What do they do?
They ensure that you will be successful in all of your adventures.
Wait,
Think
you
about that
think-
for a hard second. Do you have anything tangible?
wait, I have a good question. Do you think I can place some bets?
In the Dwarven Bar, we'll get there. We'll get there. We're right now. We're in the Temple District. In terms of tangible, you mean
There's something you can do to pass the time.
Potions or, magic.
there is an
Paraphernalia.
apothecary in town that does sell minor potions and other magics, but you're not going to find a lot of experienced magic for sale in the open market here on the Rock of Bral.
I'm kind of in the bad situation
That's
where I
deeply
can't talk
unfortunate.
There are other temples, though. Their deities may have different positions, but we primarily seek to serve the community in which we reside.
Well, good luck to you. And I will.
Thank you.
Right?
They didn't have any
There's
non-fungible
these temple spaces are rather poorly. I mean, there's 2 or 3 guys in there. There's not a lot of people. You head to the next temple. This is a drow temple to Lolth.
You probably just want to skip this one.
Okay.
No. Let's see what they have to say.
Giant ominous spider. You're all good.
Yeah, it basically looks like one of those nest sacks, just kind of like sitting on the ground.
There's a ball of white. Oh god.
Yeah, it just looks terrifying. It's radiating that kind of purple glow that you associate with the Underdark.
Dude, they got a bunch of hot goth drow girls. Just get in there. It's fine. It's fine. You'll wake up with one less kidney, but you'll be fine. Actually, you're a robot. You'll be
I'm
fine.
a robot. I'm
Yeah.
equipped either way.
What are they gonna do? Take your kidneys? You're fine. They're gonna fill you full of spiders. Free spiders.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run the temple circuit and see if anybody has even anything remotely close.
All right, skipping the drows or including the drows?
Skipping the drow.
What are you looking for exactly?
Looking for a staff of healing.
Oh.
So you walk past the
You're
Bral, you go to
right,
another
right?
temple,
Yeah.
very similar, right?
This is sneaking.
They're there to spread their gospel. They're there to treat
no, you
souls.
don't.
One of
That's
them is
just
there
where you
only so
are.
that they can be promoted into the
you mean
aristocracy.
Sunday,
It's a
right?
very strange faith, but it makes some sense.
Yeah.
That is Scientology. If you have to pay X amount of money, go to the next tier.
After about the 5th temple, a
Where's the dwarven bar?
cloaked figure,
Uh-huh.
humanoid, pale,
Okay.
bald,
Yeah.
tattooed,
Uh-huh.
approaches you and he says, "I
Where's
hear
the
you're looking
dwarven
for some
bar?
merchandise."
Where I am. The
Yeah.
gray miniature, and then the woman.
What exactly
Yeah,
do you
the one
have in
next to it.
mind?
Well, to put it politely, I've fallen in with this group of folks, and they keep getting stabbed.
That can happen on Brawl.
Yeah, so I need a way to keep them unstabbed.
Gotcha. So, Cody, how much does a staff of healing cost?
It is it's a rare measure, so it should cost around 5,000 gold pieces.
Gotcha.
Maybe a little bit more, or maybe a little bit less, depends on the market value. I think this would be a high demand magic item.
Do we factor in inflation? Because it's been really bad. That's probably going to be at least 7,000 gold.
Actually, they're having a golden era right now at
Yeah,
Brawl.
look, the market could be flooded.
Yeah.
And I could get a rock bottom price.
Ask them if they take Bitcoin. It's fine.
I think I might have what you're looking for. How much are you willing to offer?
Well,
I'll take you.
Gold pieces worth of trading
All
healing potions.
I wouldn't say I'm a master negotiator, but I need to know what the starting price is.
Understood. And to be honest, my employer is much more interested in information and long-term investment.
Oh, sure.
You said you were traveling with a group of adventurers.
Mm-hmm.
The information that you could be providing us over the long term could be very valuable here on Brawl.
I could make an arrangement of some sort like that.
What I'm thinking is 1,000 gold,
Okay.
and I will take a 15% cut of any treasure recovered by your party for the next 3 years.
I can't speak for others, but I'll give you 30% of what I earn.
30% of your personal earnings.
Yes.
And how big is the party that you're traveling with?
It varies. But we're aboard the good ship Moon Dancer, so you know.
The Moon Dancer, you say?
Oh, I hope I didn't just shoot myself in the foot. Yeah.
No, she's a very unreliable captain who's prone to drop cargo at the first sign of an Imperial.
Well, I get boarded too.
I've been on enough voyages on the Moon Dancer to know that hasn't happened in my time.
Okay, so
The cargo was definitely not dropped on our last expedition.
I was killed though.
excellent. So let's set up a
But you guys
meet.
need to know that.
I'm gonna go need to, so we're talking 1,000 gold
Aye,
and 30% of your cut over the next 3 years.
that sounds amenable.
Excellent. Let me go get the material. Where shall we meet? It's gonna take me probably about 2 hours
Meet
to
me
find the material and meet you back here.
and just out of character, just to clarify, what am I bargaining for?
A staff of
Healing.
Okay, I
Healing.
just want to make sure I'm saying this. Meet me at the Happy Beholder in 3 hours.
Happy Beholder in 3 hours is perfect. We'll
Alright,
see
that's
you
all.
there. I may come with some friends.
That's fine. I'll
All
be
right.
there with mine.
Okay.
think
There's
to
a
make
lot
sure.
of us.
Yeah, no, I think this is a very easy transaction. I'm not
Got sharp
expecting any
teeth?
problems.
Yeah, great.
You might want to ask around about me and my employer, but we're very legitimate. We will not betray you here, but if you are to betray us, your ship will be sunk in dock.
That's the only time I need.
That's fair.
Oh, okay.
Get it in writing.
and just to be clear, what was your name again?
Oh, you can just, people know who I am.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, you know who I am then, right?
Nope. The two guys who don't know each other's names.
This is perfect.
I signed all my contracts with a smiley face because he never asked my name. This is those points where you just Google random dungeon D&D name generator, or I guess use what I use and use an old dictionary from.
Yeah, he's Gadriac's son.
All right, Mr. Sun. It was a pleasure doing business with you. I'll
Son.
see you in.
Gadaric. Gadaric.
I'll see you in 3
son.
hours.
Derek. All right.
3 hours at the Beholder.
Derek. He's gonna love our friend Gararla.
And I guess I'll go find Cody, since I think he's the closest to me.
Okay, 1,000 gold pieces and 3 years, 30% person. Okay.
Nothing.
So now this is we're gonna bounce around a little bit. So that's you're heading to the graveyard from there.
Yeah.
You think okay? So you're heading to the graveyard.
Way, so.
Cody's in the graveyard. Cody, we'll come back around to you.
I agree. I should probably do it.
Richard.
Yes.
You've got Vorlor and you've got Yurkis with you.
Yep.
In the Dwarven Tavern, which looks more like a Dwarven theme bar. You've got 3 dwarves behind the bar. A female dwarf with lamb chops, which or mutton chops?
Mutton chops.
Mutton chops, which according to Cody count as a beard.
For dwarven women.
Close enough.
Yeah.
You're gonna count it?
I'm going from nothing in Amazon to mutton chops. That's a win. That's great. That is 100% more beard than they had previously. So
I'm not sure I consider the mutton chop a beard.
I mean, why don't we get an old-timey Civil War general? Ask him. Do you consider that a beard? Well, I say.
Is that guy's what's his name again? I know his last name is Sideburns.
They are serving beers. It's crowded. There's a lot of races in here, right? There's halflings. There's oozoids. What not oozoids? What are the oozoids?
Plasmoids.
Plasmoids. I know you guys are excited about the plasmoids. So guys that are just walking plasma.
Yep.
You've got Hadozi. You've got other humanoids, dwarves, others.
My cousin.
There any space
Drinking.
elves? Because apparently we got beef with the space elves.
There are some astral elves,
Okay.
but not the 4 bully elves that you saw earlier.
Cool.
Beer's up on the bar.
Yep. Yeah. So
Okay.
I mean, I'm a known quantity here. I think my character did serve prison time for 2 weeks before breaking out, but he served his time
On the Rock of Bral?
wherever the nearest prison would be. I guess.
So you were serving in the Undercity.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were a farmer, slave, subsistent farmer.
Yep.
Yeah, and you escaped.
I escaped. Yes.
Got it.
I was arrested for stealing my hardlight generator from the Astral Elves, who are probably still mad about that.
Yes.
But they can pry it from my cold dead hands, and they have not succeeded yet.
Okay.
So-
Who wants to place some bets on who can drink the most without passing out?
Aren't you made of plasma?
No, I'm talking about me.
He's a monkey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a literal monkey. I don't think he'll do too well. Are their livers good at taking in alcohol?
Monkeys eat fermented food to get drunk, but I'd probably beat one in a drinking contest.
Are those monkeys or apes?
No, we're
Monkeys.
like
I mean,
more monkey
apes not
human.
as much, but also I doubt he's like a silverback gorilla. I doubt he's like 800 pounds. So
What kind of simian are you?
I would say, like, it could be any type. A monkey born can be any type of monkey. So I'm gonna say just gibbon. Gibbon.
You're a gibbon?
gibbon.
Yeah.
Okay, gibbon.
Excellent.
Are
Short-tailed
those-
gibbon or long-tailed gibbon?
I would say long.
Long-tailed gibbon. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's a gibbon.
That's a small, yeah.
Yeah.
He's about the size of aren't they? They're really small.
They're pretty small, but he's scaled up to somewhat normal size, I'm assuming. Medium
I'm
size.
basically human.
So it
Gotcha.
probably doesn't weigh a whole lot.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're interested in having a drinking contest. There are other people in the bar that are excited about having a drinking contest with you. There's a table of 2 dwarves who look like they've never seen dwarves before, right? A Hadozi who's excited to meet you because he thought you were a Hadozi who seems very drunk, and an elf, perhaps Astral Elf. It's kind of hard to tell. He's cloaked, but some kind
Okay.
of
I'm
elf,
about to say, wow.
and some kind of robot-looking creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And they're like, drinking contest, bring it on!
My money's on the robot if I was there.
He just drinks straight motor oil. Diesel.
What would you like to be doing?
Join the drinking
Wait,
contest.
what about moonshine? Didn't they used to
You're
put
a
moonshine in
human,
cars to
you
make
would
them
do
go
well.
faster?
I have Constitution.
They did that on Mythbusters. Modern
Probably
cars
would
move
do
faster
well.
if you put moonshine in them.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You can make a lot of cars move faster if you
I
put
have
combustible
Constitution
materials.
plus
They
one.
won't get very far afterwards.
Okay.
They'll go really fast.
I might join the drinking contest.
Really quickly.
You're also going to participate in the drinking contest. Richard?
Join us.
The first thing,
Please.
they at this point they know me well enough at the bars that I just walk them and go, "Sup, no,
Yes.
sup," and I just kind of sit down, and I'm still kind of I'm not at full health. I'm still a little beat up, so I'm kind of bandaged. I'm bruised. My knuckles are kind of bloody, and I'm just like, 2. And he just
Yeah.
slams me 2, and I just 2-hand it, and I just, Gah! Boom.
Wait, one thing.
Just saying,
Yeah,
we could
what's up?
probably get away
careful with
with
your
cheating
fan
in the
posture.
drinking contest. Knocking someone
Don't
out
do the
and
symbol
then,
the other way around.
That wasn't me.
That is a curse word in England.
Do I look British to you? My family's mostly Irish. I'll tell you what I think about them.
You just do that again.
The bartender on the second round of 2 beers leans in and says, "There were some pointy ears in here looking for you guys earlier."
Oh shoot!
4 beefy guys, kind of jerks.
Yeah.
Beefy's a generous term.
Yeah, beefy for elves. It was like very flippantly, just like tired of it. Like, we
He gives
ran
you a knowing nod and moves back over to bring an entire tray of drinks to the table while you two have joined 4 others, 2 dwarfs, a Hadozi, an elf,
How much are we betting on this?
2 dwarves, a
How much do you wanna
Hadozi,
bet?
an elf, and a robot. Are you going to drink against a robot? So there's 7 of you.
Also,
We're saying if
Don't
the
dwarves have
robot
resistance
wins,
to
we're gonna say
poison?
he's cheating by
they'll
being
win
a
every
robot.
time.
What is it?
If
Yeah.
the robot
Unless you're
wins,
playing by
we're
Lord of the Rings
saying that
rules.
he's cheated by being a
what?
robot.
Correct.
Lord of the Rings rules, where the
Correct.
elves don't get drunk.
Nah, I'm not
Ever?
getting. I'm
Wait.
not gonna do the robot. I'm gonna be like.
The elves had a drinking contest with a
Yeah,
dwarf
Legolas
and
gets
won,
drunk,
didn't he?
remember?
Or-
Yeah,
Wait,
no.
wait.
Legolas beats Gimli in the drinking contest. At least it also shows in the movie. He doesn't get drunk. Gimli has a limit.
Yeah,
Elves
wait,
don't because elves are perfect.
No,
Do you think I could
but
roll
wait, what
for
about
him?
the elves?
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. You're going to roll 2d6.
What's that place called?
Oh,
It's got a stupid name. Mirkwood. Remember the Mirkwood
And then
elves who
how
get
much am
drunk
I betting
in the
on this?
Hobbit?
Are you watching these guys, or are you talking to the bartender? What are you doing?
Yeah,
I'm just
that's a
still.
plot point in the
I'm
Hobbit.
like
the elves get drunk drinking the stuff. So.
I'm talking
not
to like.
supposed to.
I'm basically collecting information.
And
Like
then
I've been
there's,
here enough that I'm like.
hobbits and
I'm
the
gonna tell them like I'm
dwarves
just
and
here.
everyone else.
We gotta recover. I'm looking for the. Who's the guy? I'm looking for
Photos.
someone at the Happy Beholder whose name I don't remember.
Yeah,
The Griff.
The Griff. I started asking around about this
Somebody's
guy.
he's got a good
Okay.
grift name.
Yeah.
Wait, just saying, we could probably get away with cheating on the drinking contest by knocking someone out.
That's just a bar fight at that point. That's
Yeah.
not a drinking contest. That's just
But
a
I'm just
fight.
saying, we're rogues. We could probably get away.
That's just mugging someone for their money.
I'm not doing it.
Stop.
I'm not doing it.
Crux.
You got too drunk.
Be like.
Alright, I asked around for this guy
Hey, what's up?
because
Sneak
I
attack.
know enough about the criminal underworld to
Sneak
not go
attack.
meet a random contact with
Jump
no
out of the
info.
door.
So
Jump
I'm
out
gonna
of
see if
the
I can
window.
pull some info on this dude before I gather
Yeah,
everyone
that's
together.
probably
Crux was
Okay, I'm
left
gonna
your
roll
bottom
now.
Here from the
I'm
shop.
gonna roll now.
Okay.
5 and a 3. 5 and a 3.
That was short, right? That was very
so
short.
That was, yeah,
5
mystery.
and a 3.
Why are you rolling D6s
You got an
for
8.
alcohol?
Okay. Perception check.
Okay. Perception.
I'm
I
not
got
cheating,
really
by
good
the way.
perception. Oh, that's correct. Okay, so I get a. Oh, that's right. Okay. So that's 21 on my perception check.
21 on your perception check. Okay. So you notice a couple of things that are kind of the 2 dwarves that seem very excited about this are definitely eyeing your pockets and look like they're going to try to pickpocket you. They definitely look like they're pretending to be more drunk and more enthusiastic than they actually are.
Yeah, and I'm gonna look at them, so it seems like I'm gonna pick a pocket them.
Oh, yes. You challenge them to a pickpocket duel. Okay, now make a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, am I still awake?
Yeah. Good?
Constitution.
That was a
saving
nice
throw.
toss. There you
There we
go.
go.
Don't know where he learned that.
I learned that with my brother.
Oh, shit. What do we get? Constitution
I got-
saving throw.
Wait, give me a
I
sec.
failed. I'm
You
like,
got a 5?
Wait,
No, I got
guys,
6.
give me a
You
sec.
got a 6?
Okay, you can continue.
What did you get?
No, I'm just looking up. I'm just looking up announce your next failure. It's the womp womp.
Oh, you're making sound effects.
Yeah.
Did you make a Constitution saving throw?
For sound effects?
Constitution?
Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Roll
Just give me a
1d20.
sec. Give me a sec.
Now, if you're having trouble finding a d20, here's one. Matter one as well.
There we go.
Is that a cheater d20 or a real d20, Cody?
You have cheater
It's heavy.
D20s?
We do.
Yeah.
And the candles, they put a metal d20 in them, and they're like not real d20. They have 16, 17, 18,
No,
19.
that's a different d20 that I own. I just.
I have a metal D8 I got from a candle, but that one's just a regular D8.
Yeah.
This is a real D20.
All right, let's see it, man.
Handle. It was.
Okay.
Constitution saving
This
throw.
was my brother. He had a set of dice which were kind of cheater dice.
14. Okay. So you're okay. You pound the first beer with everyone else slamming on the
I
table.
only get a 6.
So you only get extreme results.
Oh, wait, how much am I betting?
You're drinking your beer.
Like a gambling.
Yeah.
Do you think
I've got some.
And because you didn't get a short rest and you've been battling so long on the astral sea, you pass out in your chair.
Wait,
One
do you
drink
think,
in.
Do you think
At that moment, 4... Did we say burly or surly?
Both?
Burly and surly elves kick in the doors, bows drawn,
my die
and
back?
enter the bar.
Okay.
We'll cut scene there to the mage.
Yep.
Can I have my die back?
Wait. So I have a question.
Yes.
Nice throw.
Dang it, I think I forgot. Shoot. I'm trying to remember. No. Never mind. I forgot.
What are we doing, Dylan?
I want to go up there, ask them what they have for sale, and see if I can purchase the all-purpose tool and the living gloves items.
All right, so
If they have them.
you approach the Mages Guild Hall as you enter, and it looks exactly like one of those wicked wizards' towers, right? It looks straight out of the textbook. It looks really nice.
Nice.
Well manicured, clean. You enter, and there's a guy sitting at the desk, almost like a security guard, like a doorman. As you walk in, he says, "Membership card."
Membership card. Let's see here. Do I have a membership card? I don't suppose would I have that in reality or no?
Are you a member of the Rock of Bral Guild, Mage Guild house?
That's my question.
I do not think
In
I
good
am.
standing, sir?
I don't think I've been here before, have I?
I don't know.
I don't know, have you? If you had asked me, I would have told you. I just go there for the hot dogs. It's fine.
This is the first time I've been in this area.
Ah,
Magical
excellent,
meat. No one asks
excellent.
what they're
A prospective member. Would you like to join?
Depends. What does this entitle, and what am I?
Yeah, I go for the
You
gas
are
too. It's cheap.
able to access the library and pontificate with other, arcanists.
An arcane library. That does sound interesting.
Yes, it's the best in all of Brawl.
I didn't know you could read.
He's the only one, I think.
I might.
You're passed out in a bar, so.
I suppose I might join then. Yes.
Well, a lifetime membership is a mere 10,000 gold, but you can buy a day pass for a mere 150.
Yeah, I'll just go for a day pass.
Excellent choice, Name?
I'm called Goldstein.
Goldstein, you say?
Yes.
He writes down Goldstein on a bar. Gold?
And as I'm doing this, do I have? Yes, I do have some. As I'm doing this, I'm going to see if I can't pickpocket him in turn.
Okay, so he's sitting behind the desk, you're standing in front of him.
Okay, never mind.
And you're gonna just steal his pen, or what are you going for?
No, never mind. I was going to take his wallet, see if I can't.
I don't think you can take his wallet from here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Unless you want to tackle him. I mean, you can come over the desk, man.
Yeah,
it's
right.
every customer service employee's worst nightmare.
Didn't even ask for the manager, just straight to throwing hands.
Once I realized he was sitting at a desk, I realized there was a no-go, so I'm just going to pass him the gold.
Yeah,
If it weren't for this desk, so help me God.
He hands you the card.
Fantasy
It's very
New York.
nice. Thick, embossed, beautiful, right? He's got incredibly nice flourish
You sell
with
the
his
card
calligraphy.
for more money.
And it
you
says
buy another
Goldstein.
card, buy
Is that what you Goldstein? And he hands you your card.
that
This will be good for your stay for today.
Is that his real name?
Can you?
I forgot.
No, that's a pseudo name. I just threw out there.
Okay.
Could you direct me towards where I might purchase some gear?
Oh, the Mages Guild House is a place of learning and arcane perfection. Items are not sold here. I mean, sure, on occasion, members may wager on mystical feats or perhaps engage in other, financial activities, but most of that occurs outside of the purity of the guild house.
Ah, but I am both a wizard and a magical craftsman. I've been searching for ways to improve my craft.
There are books here that will clearly help you improve not only your craft, but your ability to tell the truth. Fair wizard.
What makes you think I am lying?
Goldstein is spelled wrong on your card. Anyone can see that.
You were the one who wrote Goldstein, though.
But I mean, how would you know if it's spelled right or wrong?
That's what I should be asking you.
Exactly.
This is gonna go where? I'm going to do a insight thing.
Yes.
See if is it investigation or insight?
What are you trying to do?
What is if he knows I've got I do have a bounty, don't I?
You do have what?
I do have a bounty, right?
You have a bounty?
Huh? No, I was asking the DM.
If you have a bounty?
Yes.
Have you committed a crime?
Didn't we?
You guys are not wanted men on
Yet.
Brawl.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Is that what you're asking?
Yes, I was asking.
Richard's evidently an escaped prisoner, so I
More
guess technically...
evidently for some of us
And there are
than
some
others.
astral elves that keep knocking off your hats and are now going to shoot arrows at you in a bar, but they don't seem to be legal representatives of any kind of...
They represent the streets, yo.
We're wanted for criminals then. Okay. Because I remember we were wanted last time, so I was wondering if
By the space elves after fleeing the planet that they blew up.
okay,
The planet is still blowing up.
Still in the process of blowing up.
You're trying to find information or resources to help it prevent it from blowing
Wait,
up.
Okay.
Why do we care about this planet? Whose character was born on that planet?
Have you seen the movie Flash Gordon? I've come to the conclusion that you have to watch the Queen.
Have you
Freddie
seen
Mercury-
Armageddon?
That movie is required for you to enjoy this adventure in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, we get doing
Because
Flash
the
Gordon?
plot is very
Similar.
bad.
Crux Brian Blessed? Because if it is, I'm looking forward to it.
If we could
I'll
have
watch it,
Hawkman
and
in
then
like
let you know
no
what
shirts
happens
with the
next.
leather straps and the guns and the maces, just going on green
I'm going to
screen.
ask him where it is I can go to find the items to help with crafting and
Is that the only song the bard knows? He used to play?
also to lead me towards the library so I can search for.
Oh, the library's right this way, just up the stairs. You can't miss it.
Don't worry, I used to be a
Librarians are on
football
the
player.
third floor. References
real
on the
Flash Gordon.
7th floor. And of course, the smoking lounge is on the
Characters
top
were
floor.
actually born
Okay.
in
I shall head
Awesome,
that
great.
way and
So,
start researching a
Faerun. Anyone's character born in
researching
Faerun.
a,
I don't think is Faerun the planet that's blowing up?
Right.
Yes.
Trying to
So
get
like,
some-
like
I feel like
all
Faerun has enough
magical
archmages, they can
towers,
solve this problem
The
on their
library's
own.
in
You think so?
Just
absolute
get Elminster. He just get me
It's just
magical
total
Gandalf. He'll take
chaos
care
and
of it.
madness, right?
Okay.
You explore the second floor and realize that this is
Yeah, but
organized
he's
by
more
like, one of your
magical Gandalf.
professors in magic.
You know
school,
Elminster
like,
is all about that
they're
one.
What about,
crazy people,
what
right?
about
You get to the third floor, the
Mistress.
research
Lyra
librarian
Silverhand or
is basically
whatever?
talking to a
Silverhand or
skull
Mordenkainen
sitting on
or
its desk.
An ordinary
You know,
skull?
Even
Yeah,
Tasha
having a
wouldn't want
conversation
Faerun to
with
blow
a
up. Get
skull.
Drizzt, he's fine.
Referring to it as
Yeah.
Astral, the all-knowing.
What's he gonna do?
And it's just having a lengthy conversation as you
I
interrupt
mean,
him. He's
plot
like,
armor. Let's be
one
real.
moment, please, one moment, please. And that goes on until
Enough
you get
plot
bored
armor can do
waiting.
anything.
Yeah, just get any of the archmages have
so
plane
I'll just-
ships.
I
They'll
guess
go
I'll
teleport
start
to the ship and kick the crap out of someone. It's fine. They have wish spells. They can just wish this whole adventure to not be a problem.
So
Get
the
Vistra.
third
She's
floor
only
is
died
mostly
like twice. She'll figure it
history
out.
and atlases.
She'll get there
So
eventually.
there's lots of information on a lot
See,
of
and when she dies, she'll just be Mister.
Atlases.
They'll run out of end names.
There's some
The God of Magic, Mario. We ran out of all the other end
like
names.
military histories, that kind
Pass
of
on the
stuff.
history stuff.
Gotcha.
Ah.
Fifth floor is where you
No,
start
it's the
finding more
M.
stuff on like building magic items, magic circles,
Making
planar
magic
travel.
and stuff?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to
What about the gods?
start
What are they
searching
doing?
this area.
Correct. Scrolls,
You know, a lot of
books,
gods
all
is
sorts of
too
stuff.
many
Yeah.
Tables
All
are
the gods
spread out
sitting
with
around.
material.
Oh,
There's
man, that
other
looks rough.
scholars in
Yeah,
place.
you-
Some of them
some of all of our
sleeping.
work
Some
was
of them
the one
are,
that's
you know,
playing. I mean,
at desks with glow
If they
lights.
die,
very
we literally
studious.
become dead
Is there
gods.
any
We stop
what
it.
looks like a head
Yeah.
librarian
What's
person in
Ao
charge?
doing?
Yeah.
He just
They're-
vibing.
that looks like the
watching all
person that
this?
was down on the third floor
I think
talking
he's
to a
busy
skull.
creating multiple
Okay.
multiverses.
Yeah, he doesn't really care what's going on
Then
here, but the rest of
I'll
them
just
should.
start
At least slightly.
mimicking the
She and
students there.
Bahamut,
I'm
they
gonna
just-
start
what are they get
analyzing the
Asmodeus? That's a lot of
scrolls,
fresh
books.
souls.
Trying to learn more about magic crafting and such.
Yeah,
definitely.
Makes sense.
I mean, so there's definitely a
They're all
lot of
on
material on how
They're on
to
vacation. They're also at
build
the Rock
simple
of
magic
Bral. We're all
items.
just hanging
Yeah.
out.
There's an entire
It's
section on
Christmas
spell
vacation for the
jamming.
gods.
So what a spell jammer is, how to build a spell jam, how to prevent a spell jam from being blocked by anti-magic fields and
same
other
thing with
stuff.
all the archmages.
So
If
on your
you're
next
enough
spell
fun,
jamming
something
check, you're
else.
going to
Yeah,
have
they're all just on
advantage for
different planes right
sure.
now.
Probably with a +5, right? Because you are
They're off
definitely
doing
leveling up
Baldur's
your
Gate
spell
3.
jamming
They're all
skills.
inside.
But you're there for about 4
Quarantine.
hours, right? So,
14, yep.
so I'm going to
Finally
jump
get
to
to
the other
release in, like,
tables
5
and then we'll
years.
come back around.
I've already got advantage on spelljamming, I think. Don't
We
I?
just played
I have
Minecraft,
the,
Smash Bros. And Mario
vehicle
3D
space.
All-Stars.
You've got what?
I
Yeah.
got vehicle
Oh,
space.
Well, that's because you're
Kind of
actually trying to
learned to
fly a
speedrun
spelljammer. This
Mario
is more like informational
64, he would
spelljammers, how they
absolutely
work.
be that guy.
Oh,
That
so I can actually build one if I got
You
the right.
could theoretically build one. You think it would take a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But you seem to have a general working knowledge of how a spelljammer could be crafted. Like what it's doing and how
More
it's
of a
working in the
Legend of
arcane
Zelda
space.
That'd be Elminster.
Elminster.
Watch me go straight to the end credit scene by rewriting the code without leaving Code Forest.
Cody!
Yeah, you do Triforce %, you know what this?
Triforce %.